she was.
Dude, yeah, no. I'm upset. I was upset about it. Like, Shadowheart fucking sucks balls, and then you get a legendary weapon, that is meant for her, and it also sucks balls.
Based.
Kind of. Well, it's funny because I have two like really like awesome weapons, like for Shadowheart. I have the Blood of Lathander, and then that, and then it's like I can't put the fucking Blood of Lathander on anybody else because it kind of fucking sucks.
Well, it's really good. It's like a D6 weapon.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying I
So
don't
it's
have
like
anybody
you'd
else
rather
who can
just-
like use
yeah.
it well.
Yeah, so you give that thing to like a ranger, just as a melee weapon they never
I mean, I
used.
am a ranger, but I'm like a dex ranger, so it's like
So, Ranger.
I guess.
Just throw it on like Gale. Just give it to like the wizard.
Yeah,
Right,
let
give
him
to
eat
somebody
it.
who will never use it.
Just let him
Yeah.
eat it.
And then he can just cast Sunbeam once a day.
Ooh.
I mean,
And-
Sunbeam's
and-
really good at least.
And
Yeah.
blind like undead that can hear him.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that part that is really funny.
Oh, the blind is MVP. The blind.
How do you
won
blind
fights.
a skeleton?
A bright
it's
holy
light.
light.
Yeah.
It's
it
got no
radiates light
eyeballs.
with stones.
Yeah,
But it's holy
like,
light. It hurts its soul eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Imagine, like,
I mean-
imagine it's got like some kind of like fucking predator vision for like
the
necromantic
real
stuff
question
and turns it off.
is the real question is why don't skeletons have blind sight if they don't have eyeballs? How do they see?
That's true.
Because they don't want to give him blind sight because blind sight's pretty really strong.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
I
they
beat
have
fucking-
like magic energy eyeballs that are invisible. That's what I
Yeah,
like to think.
Yeah.
I beat the game, man.
Oh really?
I heard the
Started-
ending sucks. Is that true?
But dude, which ending? I don't know.
Well,
It was
I don't know.
fine.
People
had
just
to-
felt like the endings were like cut short, and you didn't get like any sort of like epilogue as to what happens to the characters. But I don't know. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people complaining
So-
about Act 3.
You don't get a lot of there's not really. I don't know. I was very satisfied. I thought my ending was awesome.
Yeah, I think people are just nitpicking because the game is so good that they want the ending to be this like epic thing that gives you like all this information, and it's just like a couple scenes, and they were like, "Well, it needs to be more."
Yeah, it needs
Dude,
to be
there's-
like the
I'll tell you
Fire
what.
Emblem Three Houses ending, where
There
it
is
like gives
an
a
ex-
paragraph for each character.
There
That'd
is
be
an
sick.
extremely powerful moment where it's like it pans to all of the allies that you've gained. That's just like,
Oh, like
yeah,
Persona.
I helped those dudes back in Act 1, and now they're here, fucking shit up
Dude.
with me.
Awesome.
All the fucking deep gnomes I try to rescue die. It's
Dude,
really
even the
funny.
ones that I
Good.
did rescue, I rescued him, but then he was an asshole to me.
That's
I rescued
classic
them in the
gnome
prison,
behavior.
and then instead of running away with the tieflings, they decide to fight the paladins by throwing rocks at them. You know what
Oh, yeah.
happens? They get
They
smited
fucking
and they die.
Yeah, no,
That's
those
so
paladins
based.
also fuck those goddamn paladins.
Dude, that fight was so. I did it like 3 times because
Wait,
I kept
What
getting
fucking what fight?
fucked. In the prison, if you rescue the prisoners,
Oh yeah.
there's like those paladins and like the warden.
But, guess what? There's a lot more paladins if you just rock up to Moonrise too. So don't
Yeah,
worry.
I'm about to do it.
Okay,
Wait,
let's.
I'm bringing 2
let's
people
get
with
this
counterspell. Though.
Session started.
You can't counterspell divine. That's my
What?
womp womp.
I can-
You can in one D&D.
Yeah. But
I'll do an intro and stuff too. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Sturndrakal. Rock wasn't here last session, so we probably should do a recap.
I
Do
was
you guys?
informed.
Huh? Oh, you're informed?
I was informed.
Awesome. I still want to do recap. It's customary to do recap. I think
Go
not
for it.
much happened. The party talked to people and got caught up in Saints March. And then following that, they went to the Vascar County and walked up to a town, and a bunch of knights attacked them, and they ran away from the town gate.
After embarrassing the shit out of these knights.
That's
is
true.
also true.
You beat them. I mean, half of them. Well, yeah, about half of them got caught in a hypnotic pattern. But other than that, the remaining ones.
Yeah,
didn't
that
really
was
do
an
much.
incredibly juicy hypnotic pattern.
So, you guys are like, I want to say a couple 100 feet away from
Dude,
maybe.
the whirlwind to end all whirlwinds.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
A fucking hole in the clouds opened up above him.
Maybe like a few 100 feet away from the town gate. As the session starts, you guys are just kind of walking away from town, dashing.
Hmm.
What do you guys do?
Well, I can think of a couple ways we could still get into town.
Yeah.
We sneak.
Sure. Well, I've got the carpet for somebody. I can teleport another one of us 500 feet from the exterior in. Now, the problem is that you two definitely stand out.
Yep. And the guards are sort of currently watching you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it
For
right
the
now.
record.
We're going to get farther away.
Yeah. Well, how far away are we talking?
Pretty fucking far away.
Well, yeah, give me a direction. Give me more information to work with.
I guess we could run across, like, the river. It'd be pretty hard for them to follow us across there.
Could do that.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Well, the party can reach the river within a minute or so.
Okay. Well, wait, does Sorias have water walking prepped, or,
No.
Oh, okay, well then never mind.
Womp womp.
So we'll go back to the bridge and go back across.
We can just rock across the carpet.
That too. Oh, I can't load up all 4 people.
You just do it one at a time. Or 2 at a time.
Yeah, sure.
How far away from town are you gonna do this?
Let's get far away. They don't know we have a carpet yet.
So define far for me.
I don't know, like far enough away that I don't think people are watching us. They can't, like, we can't see the fucking town over there.
Okay, so
If there's a bridge before then, we'll just go across the bridge.
okay. So I'm pretty sure there's like a forest a couple minutes away from town. They could go into and cross the river within the forest. Someone might see if they're looking down the river. You could go like an hour away from town or less, and then possibly like be beyond the town's capabilities to see you. It's really just a question of how invested the party is. Going a long way.
So get far enough away to where it's like somebody would have to fucking really be looking out for us. I think that's fine. Not the end of the world if they know we went across the bridge.
Okay. So an hour? 30 minutes?
Hour sounds good to me.
Alright. The party walks just back the way they came. You'll see, like, after 10 minutes, there's some sort of rider who, in the distance, is following the party. Horseback rider. But another 20 minutes passes, and eventually you lose sight of them. Then the party, yes, walks off the road in between 2 villages. Nobody in sight. Just got the river. Now the river is about 150 feet across. It's a pretty big river. Describe what you do next.
How are we
It's a
getting?
very big river.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could do the carpet ferrying method.
Is that what you do?
Yep.
Okay. In what order?
I'll go first.
All right, over there.
I don't think it can support. Can it support both of us?
I forget if the limit's 600 or 800. If the max is 800, I think it could. There should be... Actually, do I
What's
have
this
a
called?
flying
Airport
carpet?
flying. Which
Let's
size is
see.
it? I guess it isn't.
It's a 4x6, so 400 pounds normal, or 800 pounds.
Okay.
So yeah, rock and stone both could, but you'd be flying at 3 miles per hour.
Well, either
which-
way, the carpet's gonna be flying at 3 miles an hour on whoever.
On
I
either of
ride
our
with.
trips, yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well have one slow trip and one fast trip.
So it'll take like a minute. Probably
No
like
matter what we do,
Yeah.
Arias and Stone won't be any faster.
I think it'll take like approximately 20 minutes to get everyone, or not 20, 2 minutes to get everyone across 20 rounds. Which is no big deal. You guys are standing on the bank of the river on the other hand side.
All right. Is there a forest or anything that we can kind of like disappear into?
There's a forest in between you and the town right now. It's about 30 minutes away towards the direction of the town.
I think we should probably make that our heading.
Yeah, just described. No, I'll never get.
Go towards the forest.
All right.
And I'll be explaining the plan of we can still carpet in there at night, or we can mention door in.
Yeah, what does that
How do the
plan
rest of
sound
us?
like?
Well, how do the rest of us get through if you dimension Doran?
Well, I can take one person. Well, the other people take the carpet.
The two clanky armor boys probably need to take the carpet.
We'll need to
And then me
identify
and you
somewhere we
teleport
can
in.
fly it. We'll also probably need to wait for the weather to be on our side. How far away are we from the town? Just an hour away?
Yep.
Do we have line of sight on the town?
Nope. There's a forest in between you and the town.
Is there any high ground nearby?
Yeah. Plus, you also have a flying carpet.
Indeed.
Make our own high ground.
And then, yeah, in that case,
Of course, you'd be more visible on the flying carpet
yeah.
than you would be.
I guess I just want to go take a look. I would just go to like the edge of the forest and sort of see if I can see the walls.
Alrighty. So you guys will walk like 30 minutes to the forest and then another like 30 minutes of forest.
Not you guys necessarily, just Arise.
Okay. Is everyone else can be 1 hour back?
So it's an entire hour into this forest.
You guys walked 1 hour away from town. There is a forest between the town and where you are now. So it's like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes to the edge of the
Okay, I got
forest. And then the remainder of the time to the edge closest to town.
What time of day is it?
Let me look at the other map. You guys teleported in during the morning, right? No, towards the evening, and you travel a little bit, and you rested, and then traveled some more. So I think it's midday-ish. Say like 2 p.m.
Alright, if we're gonna do this, we'll need to do this at night, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
How will Dimension Door work? Can you go to somewhere you can barely see?
I say 500 feet this way.
Huh. So you're not really sure where you might end up.
It's not. It's horseshoes and hand grenades.
Well, as the sun goes down, let's go see if we can take a look at town. Maybe there's like areas that are, torched. Guards are probably carrying lights, so we could observe them. Try and figure out like where we could fly over. Try and time that.
Right. So you're gonna wait like 5 hours or so until sundown, and then creep up to the edge of town and see what you can see.
To the edge of the forest, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So, you do so. It's a nice, cool night walk. You guys are all in your armor and stuff, just clinking away in the forest. Other than that, just the sounds of crickets and maybe some birds. Maybe wolves howling in the distance.
Is that wind coming from the audio?
It's probably coming from the jukebox, yeah. Rivertown thing. The Forest Night song has too much birds. So that's what nice in that one. It's just birds cawing over and over and over for 5 minutes straight. And yeah, you'll see...
Trying to obscure shines in our armor, stay behind bushes, creep up to the edge and take a look at the walls.
Yeah. No, it should be pretty hard to see you. You're minutes away, so that's like thousands of feet, right? So you can distantly see from the angle you're standing at, like 4 lights. How long do you sit there?
Well,
So I can tailor the description.
easily like 5 minutes. I mean, shit.
Okay. Then yeah, you'll see what are probably guard towers. And the lights will go bright and then dim on these periodically.
Man, they got searchlights.
You'll also see a bunch of little twinkling lights in some of the larger buildings.
Are there any buildings taller than the walls?
There's a building that's not near any walls, which is pretty tall, which is probably taller than the walls.
As long as we can see it, we can target it for Dimension Door. It might be safer than an unknown.
Yeah. Well, you don't see any walls between you and the town on the side of the river.
Wait, what?
There's only walls on the more like densely populated part of town.
Oh shit! So you can just walk in from this angle?
If you
Yeah.
don't get spotted.
Well, yeah, they're not going to be looking in the fucking sky. We're about to fly 2,000 feet above them and just fucking drop down.
Get really
slowly.
fucking high up and then just down really slow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would probably work even if you were going over the walls.
It would, yeah. Alright, well, that makes it simple. You can see straight into town. You know, teleport yourself to a porch light on somebody's doorstep and then walk away.
Well, to be clear, only like a couple like smatterings of like larger buildings have lights on at this point. People tend not want to like waste their candles and shit, so most of the buildings you see are like small farmhouses silhouetted against the horizon or the light of the river, you know, the stars being reflected, stuff like that.
Alright, well,
So the big manor house has some lights on, and the guard towers have some lights on. And you'll see some
I'll
like torch lights of some people moving around on the roads in like pairs periodically.
Definitely guard patrols.
Alright, Arias will ready the carpet and just begin observing, waiting for a moment where he feels like the guards are not really looking in this direction or
Yeah, so when the
I can't
lights
tell
are
from this distance.
dim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take off. Rock in tow, I think, or is it stone?
Stone.
Stone.
Stone is the loud one. So, where are you guys flying?
Very, very quiet now. Well, straight up. Actually, I'd also like to wait for perhaps some amount of cloud coverage. I mean, let's roll a d20. What kind of weather do we have today?
Alright, low is clear, high is cloudy. And if it's like above 15, it's raining.
Oh well, he rolled a 20, so it's really cloudy.
Yeah,
It's
the wind
fucking cloudy.
is blowing.
Rain coverage.
It is raining. The streets are slick.
Well,
Alright.
it probably helps us.
We're gonna fly up, yeah.
Yeah.
Should disguise any sound that me and Andrew make.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to run up like the beach of Normandy.
Yeah, but I'm dressed in all black and it was late at night.
Yeah. And I'm sneaky.
I'm just wearing a whole black cloak.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm wearing the scary cloak.
That's true.
We're gonna go like
I look like
2,000 feet up and then fly to town and then drop down somewhere safely.
As long as
Alright,
no
well, let's
one
pick a point
shines
that we
light
should
on
meet
you.
up. What are the chances of that?
Now, if they do, they'll instantly identify you as some sort of demon or something.
Yeah. It's the Onis!
Yeah.
Rah.
You're gonna meet up somewhere? Well, you have a map
Yeah.
of the town.
That is true.
Alright, let's look this over before we take off.
Where is it?
It's not very well labeled. Just shows like an area
Yeah, well,
view.
okay, so we are on. Okay, Zoom worked a little bit too well.
Bottom right.
We're on the right
corner,
side.
basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Crossing these bridges here on the river.
Yeah, no,
definitely
we should
fills
just
me with some anxiety.
What map are we looking at?
map of Ganymede.
Okay,
It's in the handouts, like
gotcha. Yeah, I found it.
third one that's not like a blue thing.
I found it.
Yeah, so we're on the right. We're going towards the right side. I think. Okay. Well, there's 2 guard towers that I can see.
Correct.
There's 4 on this side of the river.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot. How far would you say that the bridge is across?
Let's see. The angled one is probably 100 or so feet. The flat one.
So we're in there like swimwear.
Yeah, the flat ones are like 45 feet apiece.
If the river, if that bridge is 100 feet across, to get to the other side of the river, we would have to teleport from the guard post.
Oh,
Number three,
they're
if you're counting 1, 2,
drawbridges
3, 4
and they're
from
up
top.
right now. as
Yeah,
well.
what I'm saying is,
Ain't gonna stop me from teleporting.
to get across it, we could teleport. It would be from like if you're going from the top to the bottom, the 3rd guardhouse. We'd have to be like at the base of it to teleport across.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we should kind of hang out in a less sparsely populated part of the town.
Less
Mhm.
sparsely.
Or, well, you know what I mean. No double negative.
Well, there's this sort of green, unused territory in the town. There's like a little micro village which has the 2 guard towers on the right hand side. You could probably get pretty close to one of those estates without even being near any buildings.
Could you bring us to like a map and just drag and drop this fucking thing on it so we can like ping and use draw tool and shit?
Yeah, I'll make that real quick. Why not?
Damn it! I just exited out of my browser.
Okay.
Epic.
F.
But no crazy measurement stuff because it's raining right now. You don't want to get your map wet.
You don't know what I want to do with my map.
Well, okay, it will take damage each turn it's in the water. Damage that cannot be healed by magic.
Sure.
Okay, I think this is vaguely proportional. I'll just yoink you guys to this map.
Cast Cure Wounds on the map.
Unfortunately,
Cast mending on
Construct.
map.
I can make the background black. Yeah, there we go.
Excellent. Okay. Plan of attack. Do we just want this field? And then we'll figure out how the fuck we get across.
I think you would want to get not in like the field, but like more like in like the alleyway of buildings.
Yeah, probably. Probably a better idea. We can just drop down straight in there.
Yeah, well, like me and Andrew could like teleport to here and then like run 5 feet. But if we're here, this is where like easiest to be spotted is.
It is indeed very open.
That's true. There's also
Traveling these
raining.
roads will be a pain in the ass. It is raining.
Raining at night.
Well, yeah, traveling these roads is also going to be a problem because these drawbridges are up.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can just like come down and just ferry across somewhere or something.
And we can always aim to go somewhere. Like we can also aim to drop in, like right here. But
There's unfortunately a guard tower right there. Crossing. It's going to be a pain in the day.
That is a guard post, not a guard tower.
Oh.
So a very squat guard tower, I guess.
Alright. My dad came in. Asking about the state of dog. But we're back.
Amazing.
Did I miss anything?
No, just planning.
Not really.
This party's just thinking about going here or here.
Oh yeah, there's an actual map now.
Well, there's always been an actual map.
Oh yeah. The one that a collaborative map.
Yep.
okay. Now, weird question, should we do this?
Oh, just fucking camp out on the sound.
On the middle island, yeah.
What's the middle island situation looking like? Is it just like crops?
It's a bunch of farmland and small cottages.
Okay.
We could like lie low in the crops because the crops are probably pretty tall. It's grains probably.
Should we just aim
It is
for the
December, so they might be harvested by now.
Does it follow the same crop cycle as the U.S. or is it?
Kind of temperate.
I know not much about crops. I imagine. Look, it's the 10th month out of 13 months in the year.
Would it be the equivalent of the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere?
Yeah, the northern hemisphere.
So then it would be, it would be, then it would be, towards the winter. But there are still crops that are grown in winter.
Not really tall ones, I don't think though. I guess corn
He
is.
said he doesn't
Harvested.
know much. You had
Well-
every opportunity to go like, that's a field of
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, wheat and barley and like oats and stuff can all be grown in the winter as well.
Okay. It's typically harvested from June to August.
Why are we talking
In
about
Europe,
agriculture?
the harvesting season
trying to
begins
do
in
it.
July and
Lost
ends in
this.
September. Okay, in Asia, the season is even later.
But can we just fucking teleport into town?
Yeah.
Like, just
Probably. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Green Arrow seems like a pretty good spot
you
to do
could
it.
teleport
anywhere
from the Green Arrow probably into town. Yeah.
directly into town as well.
Could do
Some-
that
anywhere.
easily. Anywhere you can see.
And we can just drop down. Maybe not so close to a guard tower, but
It would mean that you're eating up your 4th level spell slot to get in.
Well, we could hang out here for a while, but yeah.
What do we need in this town?
Well, we need to stop the ritual.
right.
Yeah.
so
Cole's gonna do.
step 1 is
In, like,
find-
Want
2
to
days
stop
now?
the ritual? Do you need to stop the ritual?
Yeah, well, guess not. But we're already out here. We're out 500 gold.
Mhm. The occultists probably have treasure. Assuming they show up.
They just decided, yeah, fuck that. That'd be pretty funny.
So yeah, what's the party doing?
I think we make preparations to meet up at the Green Arrow.
Alright. Yeah, describe that for me. Describe your journey.
I have one concern. Crossing the bridge in daylight.
Well, we won't have to cross the bridge in daylight.
Like, ultimately, we get in town. How do we move around?
Well, here's the thing, right? Is we move around during the night, we scope things out, we leave, and then we come back the next night, and then we could every night we plan out
Avoiding guard patrols all the while? Stone.
No,
and
what we do
Golden
is we
Pot.
teleport in, and then
Eventually.
we go inside this house, and we take up position.
What if that's somebody's house? I severely doubt that there's just an empty house.
Probably
right
is.
Just kill
Well,
them.
No, we could just pay him a lot of gold.
Or that.
yeah, I imagine 10 gold would shut up a normal peasant.
It's true.
You could go even higher. You could really buy him.
Yeah, we could.
What if
50
we...
gold.
Fuck, man.
It's always charm person too.
It's true. That lasts
Just kidding,
1
I'm not
hour.
a charm person. Got enemies bound though.
Could really fuck the peasant's head.
Yeah. That'd be pretty funny. Shit, my poor dog. Okay, well, I think we should go for it.
YOLO.
Just try to get in around that or around even over here.
Yeah, just paint
Swear
the
to God,
picture for
if me and fucking I think the carpet boys should just up in the air and descend somewhere over here, and then just lay low and wait. And
This
then
weather-
me and Rock can literally just hoof it from the side.
Okay.
Apologies for slowing us down further, but a potential bad idea. This weather could pose as a good opportunity to actually get close to someone important that can help us, maybe. We can try our hand at, talking to a guards captain or the Baron, potentially.
Yeah, implying that they're not going to just be like,
A guards
gonna get
captain
you.
is just look, here's here's like 500 gold pieces if you shut the fuck up about us and don't have your guards bother us.
Sounds kind of hard, but yeah, maybe we could buy like a hole in their vision.
Because just like, how are we're here to find something very mysterious to us, right? The site of forging for the daggers. We can't talk to anyone at night. We need to.
Well, see, that would go around with the whole thing where we just show up to a peasant's house and give them like 60 gold and be like, "Hey, we're gonna stay here for like 2 days. Don't tell anybody."
You know what? Yeah, I mean, a peasant could give us potentially some information.
Hey, you
Hey, look,
see
I
these-
have disguise self. I can just romp around the town for an hour and run around with like detect thoughts.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Describe doing it.
Enough dallying. Rock and stone, or rather, Arias and stone, board the carpet and float up thousands of feet.
Okay. You do so. I think there's approximately... You're thousands of feet away from town. Say maybe half a percentage of a chance that someone just happens to be looking. So I'm gonna
There's
roll.
a streak of lightning and they see a carpet illuminated in the sky.
Yeah. Well, that makes the percentage slightly higher, but I'm gonna say 1d200 on a 1. Someone sees something. No. You get up in the air.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, we're then gonna fly, and to the best of Arias' ability, we'll try and guide this thing towards these houses,
Okay.
which I'm sure are like somewhat obscured at some points because of the rainfall and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, you're up a couple thousand feet. You're looking down, you're seeing a lot of rain and darkness. But you do have, like, the guiding beacons of the guard towers. I don't know, give me some sort of, like, intelligence check, I guess.
A
To
well-studied map as well. It's
triangulate.
I'm gonna throw this roll at you, and then I'm gonna fight for it. By saying it's navigation.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Can land in that ballpark region. Now, what are Endra and Rock doing during this time?
being sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
What's your angle of attack?
I'm thinking like going around like this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
around up in here, and then like getting to the
Yeah, just like in between the guard towers, and then just hoofing it in.
So are you gonna hoof it in? I'll just use red lines. Are you gonna hoof it in like through these fields, down the street? Then I guess cross this field like this? Do you plan on going?
I mean, I was gonna go to
This-
here to the fucking like road and see like what's up with that. If there's like a bunch of guards, and if so, then we'll like go around, run across
Okay.
like that. But it just kind of depends how much resistance there is.
Alrighty. Makes sense to me.
I think that the blue line sounds like probably the best way to do it, no matter what.
Well, yeah, you drew the blue line.
Much less.
Optimal line is
And just
Yeah, maybe.
go straight through the house. The Kool-Aid man.
Yeah,
Or up from
Yeah.
the other side.
breakthrough.
Okay. So, guys navigate, giving a generous distance around the town. Hopefully avoiding the sight of the guards. You don't really have much shiny shit on you. So you're just in the distance, romping over grassland at night.
Yeah. At night. I mean, basically, if we think that somebody's going to be like looking this way, we'll try to like get a hill.
or just like lay low to the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Using visual cover wherever possible. You then begin your travels westward until you start reaching the edge of the farmlands. Begin tromping through that, hopping over small fences. Your shoes muddy as fuck as you begin
Many such cases.
gently going around the cottages and stuff. Don't think anyone's out at night in the rain, so you can, in the farmland zone. And you can find a couple trails which lead between cottages so you can avoid a little bit of the stinkiness. Eventually you see what must be the town center of this village. And you can see that, like, periodically, like, on this section of territory, there's just like a guard patrol where they sort of go all the way down here and then sort of loop, go all the way down here. Then I'll do orange for the next layer, then they'll go up, sort of visit this area, and then they'll repeat this course, basically.
Okay. Well, I think we should go up to, this one road and then just try to cross it when nobody's there.
Yep. Should be pretty easy.
Is there enough, like, land cover that there's a decent chance we won't just get spotted by somebody walking that road?
If you're where? I know, can you?
If we're, like, near the blue line.
Let's see. Just gonna take a measurement. So if you're in the blue line, you might be, like, at the edge of, like, a bullseye lantern from those dudes, maybe.
If they even have bullseye lanterns.
Well, you can definitely see that they do.
Okay.
But,
well, we'll just kind of
you can time it out where they're on the other side.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. Just give me, like, I want some sort of check, like a stealth, don't roll 1, and I think you'll succeed.
Okay. Stealth, don't roll 1. Let's do it.
I have advantage on, but 18.
I mean, I still have plus 10.
Okay. Well, rock rolled first, so I will take rocks.
That's good. It's good rock roll first.
Yep. So, guys, don't misjudge it. You get a little bit close to misjudging it because the guard, like, turns around for some reason. You guys will lay low to the ground. But then the guard moves on. And you continue your trip. Eventually, you go to that road. And what are Arias and Stone doing? Where did you guys end up?
Well, we dropped. I was trying to drop down between these houses.
Yeah, you would have had time to navigate there. So, just where would you put yourself? Like, obviously, you're walking the remaining bit, or levitating over with carpet the remaining bit. Where would you be?
On the floor, just around here,
Okay, just chilling near the building.
Waiting. Probably trying to lay low, not be noticed by any guards. Immediately would have, like, tried to get between the buildings so that guard towers aren't in line of sight.
Okay, yeah.
Also, immediately looking around for patrols as we descend, so we can avoid them, of course.
Yeah, so periodically a patrol will come down to that sort of corner over here. I don't know if you can see my arrow. And just shine their light down this zone.
Yeah, I think we could very easily just have descended when they're not doing that.
Yep. It takes you like a minute or so to descend, so you would have had time. You probably could have waited a little bit just to see their route. One thing you would have noticed is that the larger buildings seem to have their own guards patrolling as well. So, if you got close to the big buildings, you would have to contend with that. But you're not near them. So I imagine Rock and Endra would look in the alleyways, look around the zone, and see Arias and Stone sort of standing. Are you still on the carpet?
Hopping off the carpet when we get down, of course.
Okay, so standing in the
Infiltration
alleyway.
complete.
What do you guys do? What do you guys say to each other as you get close?
Maybe we should have sprung
What?
for an inn.
Sprung what?
Sprung for an inn.
Yeah.
Well, do you see one?
These yellow
Brian,
buildings
like-
are definitely like houses of some kind. The big square one doesn't seem to be a house, seems to be like a storage building.
Who's
Peering
hiding the storage
down.
building?
But what are these buildings?
Like manor houses.
We'll probably need to go into the like city proper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a decent chance that we immediately get recognized if we go into the inn, though.
Well,
Yeah.
will I get recognized?
I mean, you're like a big gray guy. I'm sure everyone, big gray guy's a lot more like, oh yeah, shit, that's him.
Well, I mean, have we? I guess they've scryed on us, haven't they?
Well, I
You
mean, we're not
fought
talking
the
about
town
cult.
guards,
We're talking
yeah.
about like, the town guards. I'm sure like word is at least kind of spread.
You have all the knights getting their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Most assuredly.
I mean, wasn't that like earlier today?
Yeah. So solid like 8 hours has passed basically.
If this
I mean,
is a storage-
everyone knows,
if
but
this
it
is a
probably means
storage-
it's decent.
if this is a
Okay, well,
storage building-
there's two fucking like things, right? It's either the guards are like, "Holy shit, we got our asses beat. Let's not tell anybody," or there's like, everyone's
We need to
fucking
tell
heard about it
everyone,
already.
yeah.
Well, I think it was also the sort of thing in which there's like a line of people out in front of that fucking gate that are all going into that city, spreading the word of what they saw transpire.
Look, all their guards are still probably like at like 1 HP right now or something like that. I don't know how they. I don't know how they got enough for all these patrols.
Yeah, shit.
Well, apparently they just
gotta
have
be
more
lighter.
guards.
Yeah, well,
Unless they're
It
sending
must be
poor
lighter.
injured ones. Sorry, repeat.
that'd be pretty funny. We see a patrol and they're all like bandaged up and stuff, limping.
It's very video game behavior.
Yeah,
I say if this is a storage building, we go here.
yeah, I think that's a decent idea. Yeah.
All right. We can rest for the night.
So you go over, you see there's big old padlock on the door.
I'm gonna whack it with my sword.
Yeah. Nothing a good old can't solve.
Alright, you cut it with your sword.
I will open it. Go inside.
Alright. One
There's
quick,
just the entire cult people going, and they look at the door.
that would be funny. One
That'd be
quick
really
slash of, is it the songstress of lethality?
Mm-hmm.
And the bar of the padlock is cut in twain. It falls to the ground, the clunk, barely audible in the rain. The door opens and you can see just a bunch of produce on shelves, basically. More like barrels, I guess.
No hay.
And there's some farm equipment in the back, but it is like in its own little locked cabinet. Coming inside, let's see. Yeah. Some like bales of hay sort of near the back. It's already been harvested, which would make a pretty good sleeping spot, kind of.
Here, mate.
There we go.
What I was gonna do is grab the bales of hay and then stack them around an area where I would cast the dome and make it hay colored, not hay textured, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's dark, somebody will be like, "Ooh."
Does it emit light?
No, not from the outside at least.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's just like a
This
rave party going on in here.
transpires. Arise. Sense ascending.
Okay. Let me check how many days before the ritual remain. Okay, it's currently the 11th, going on the 12th. Either will say
It would have like cut off at else, but like clearly have
yeah.
meant to say more. He gets the message right.
Let's see, 1, 2. Okay, it would cut off at 4 the dagger, but Either's sleeping or something. I didn't
He's
want
like,
to. Yeah, I didn't want to take a bunch of words. So that's why you get back.
All right.
So yeah, you guys are just gonna rest inside this building.
I'll have a watch, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a divination for the day.
Sure.
Or Katie, where the fuck these daggers at?
Yeah, let me get the text. You can carry on. I'll probably ruminate on the question a bit.
Go on.
I'll dimension door 500 feet away and then dimension door 500 feet back. I won't actually do that.
I don't know. As you guys are getting settled in, do you guys say anything to each other? What's the vibe like? Because Rise is
Rise
rotating.
setting up a ritual. Yeah.
I think Gendra doesn't like really care.
And so she's just
Just more sleeping
casually.
in the thing. Yeah. And then I'd say, well, if Arcadia is unhelpful, we can go out tomorrow and start asking around. Nobody has a spare lock on them, do they?
A lock?
Yeah.
No, I don't keep locks on me.
That's crazy. I'll go buy one when I'm on the town. And replace this one. And then the guy will just be like, what the? Hopefully, since we've established that it's not fucking crop season, nobody's going to be coming to this storage place like every day.
It's very possible, unless, I don't know, the fields need working in winter. Or late autumn, I should say.
Nah, no way.
yeah, I guess I'll just advance the clock. The party sleeps. I imagine you'll get a long rest. If someone is gonna check the storage place, it would probably be, I'd say, in the morning. So, could someone roll for me like a d20? High is unlucky, low is lucky. That someone just happens to walk by, see the lock on the ground.
1. That's
I
about
would have
as
left
lucky as
lock
we
on
can
the
get.
ground.
Yeah, we would pick it up, but either way, if somebody walks past and they go up to it and they see the lock is like gone, they're gonna be like, "What the?"
Yep. Well, no one walks past. So, yeah, dawn comes. Guys are unmolested. Except maybe by, like,
Like they're
fucking
kind of
bugs
busted.
or some shit. Nobody comes to check on the storage building. So dawn comes and you can hear, like, roosters in the distance. You can see the sun. Actually, is it still rainy? Let's see. Above 11, it's still rainy. Or 11 or higher. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's still raining. So you see the dreary, like, gray of the morning light. Imagine you guys still just have caked on mud. Your boots.
Yeah, clean it
Paints.
off.
With what?
On my hands and then wipe it on the fucking bales of hay.
Okay. Makes sense.
Should I say, like, what directions should I take to get there, you know? Like, so that the answer specifically is directions?
Well, you'll have to bear in mind that it's not find the path. So, whatever you get is going to be more
Uh-oh.
up for interpretation. You know, a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Well, while Rice is doing that, I'm going to go out, hit the young disguise self on myself, and make myself look like a modest-ish merchant.
Okay.
And then just kind of go out and try to find like a general store.
Okay. You'll get this back. I'll type it out.
Ah! Right. Arias would approach the party. I've received guidance.
Imagine this is before Andrew would go out, since this happened last night.
Sure.
What do you say?
Arcadia has said you will find the location at a site of smithing, if you are talkative.
I can do that. I can do talkative.
Let's find some smiths. Or maybe you. Maybe just you.
Yeah. I'll head out. My plan is the same as the old plan.
Alright. New plan, same as the old plan. Where'd you go?
Oh, well, look for like a general store.
Okay, on which side of the river?
Well, I probably this side. I'll go
Okay.
across the bridge.
So, you'll walk on by. Streets
So one
are
of those things where you got to get the fucking bridge lowered like every time, or they just automatically put it up during the night.
Are you getting like locked to replace the one I broke?
Yeah. But then we'll have the key to it, so then it'll look normal. But then if anybody tries to go do it, they're gonna be like,
They
"Oh, I
just
can't get
can't,
in."
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a whole ass.
Do we
thing.
not have do we not have like mending or something?
I don't.
I don't.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
well that answers that.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoever owns this building is gonna be fucking pissed later.
Well, look, when we leave, we'll just take off the lock. Then I'll just have a lock.
Yeah.
What we do is we just put the new key under a rock, and they'll figure it out.
Yeah, maybe. If they're perceptive enough. Yeah, you walk over to the bridges. I'll just roll a D2. They are up, but, you know, once you walk over, you'll see like a lazy guard sort of in like a little shack, sort of sigh and get out of his hut and lower the bridge so you can walk across.
Gonna give him a little wave.
Just gives you a nod.
He hates his job.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna come right back in like 20 minutes.
So the other bridge sort of lowered by the time you get there. And then, you know, as you walk past, you say they're just going back to their shack and keeping it down for the time being. And you find yourself on some cobblestone streets.
So this is definitely the more posher side of
Yeah.
town.
Most of the road in the sort of villagey area you're at was like dirt road. Except for the bridges, of course, which were made of probably wood and stone.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and you can walk around, get a feel for the town. All the colored roofs sort of in this block of blocks. This is like the manufacturing center of the town.
Gotcha.
Depending on how much you explore, I could give more information about the other parts of town, but you'll be able to quickly find a smith. There's multiple types of smiths. There's like tinsmiths, coppersmiths, blacksmiths,
Yeah.
bladesmiths.
Well, I imagine a blacksmith would be the one who'd make a lock.
Okay.
Well, it'd be a
that'd
locksmith.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, I think a blacksmith could still make a lock.
I don't know. I feel like locks are pretty intricate. You gotta have specialized knowledge for that.
It depends, because I'll get into this, but I saw something where like a lot of the locks that they would use in this time period were just kind of like sheet metal, kind of like fused together, and then the key's teeth were so wide that they would slip in between like with gaps. So like the sheets of the metal with gaps in between them, and then the key would slip in there, and then let's say that like it was made out of like 10 sheets or whatever, then the lock would be like in like the last 4, but then like the teeth would have to be like certain lengths to like grab the like mechanism through the little sheets of metal and like interlock with them.
Hello, Keaton Johnson.
So they weren't like super complex, like bump locks are today and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, you're just going to a blacksmith then?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if he doesn't have any, then I'll inquire about the myth first, but then I'll ask him, point me in the direction of somebody who would have a lock.
Sure. Yeah. You walk on in and see the blacksmith sort of in the back, like getting their stuff ready, but they hear the bell of the door and come walking through. It is a
Dwarf.
Female. Sure, I'll roll for dwarf or not dwarf. It's definitely uncommon, but probably more common for a smith. So I'll say there's like a 10, maybe 12% chance, so 12 or lower.
Hey!
Is a dwarven female blacksmith.
Nice. Does she have a big bushy beard?
Can't remember if I decided on having female dwarves with beards or not.
It's in limbo.
Huh?
It's in limbo. Maybe some do, some don't.
Maybe.
Probably
I'll
a
just
good
roll
5 o'clock shadow
50-50.
going.
One is
Yeah.
beard, two is not beard. Yeah, it's got a beard.
Got a beard. It's crazy.
This might
Alright,
be... This is like the second non-weird dwarf you've seen.
Yeah.
Just always an interesting experience. See, they do have pupils. Skin's not pallid.
The Daryl and Garth.
She'll say, well, what can I do you for? That's a little bit too
Hello.
accent.
That's fine. I was looking for a lock and some other goods.
I'll roll a luck check to see if she can actually make a lock. Or if she does it. Or if there's a locksmith in town. 11 or higher, that's what locksmith. She says, well, I surely could, but that would be improper and violate the guild codes here.
Oh,
So
see,
you'll
is there
have to
a
visit.
locksmith somewhere?
Yes. If you go down the street, take a right, you'll see the locksmith, and then she'll give more specific directions. It's a small building.
Well, then I kind of like, have a little bit of small talk or something like that. I don't know. See if there's anything small I can buy just for like patronage,
Yeah, sure. Buy
like a pin or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, spend like 1 silver, I guess, if you're buying something very tiny.
Yeah. And then I kind of breached the conversation and be like, oh, yes, well, I've come in through town and I was looking to possibly learn something or see the site where the twin daggers of Argosh were created.
Oh,
Being a smith, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
yeah, I know. It's a big old
Oh, really?
legend
Do tell.
about it in town. This town was lost long ago, but reforged after the Great War, about 100 years ago or so. And I was a wee
Good
dwarf,
fortune.
still in my youth. The-
That long ago, huh?
The current Baron, their estate is where the dagger was forged. They built it on top of
I
the
see.
site.
I'll kind of like point like over my shoulder out the door this direction.
Oh yeah, the big old estate. Hard to miss it.
I see. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for the information. Do they have tours or anything like that, or is it just to kind of hear the tale, move on?
Supposedly, I have not personally aired any grievances with the Lord Baron. But supposedly the daggers are on display above his throne.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go talk to this guy. Because the cult's gonna run in there, smash and grab, and then do the ritual, like in this guy's house. Unless he's a cultist, that'd be kind of funny.
If he was a cultist, wouldn't they already have the daggers? I'm not there.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll bring this information back. I'm like, oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You don't get your luck?
No, she doesn't have it. She sent me to the locksmith in town.
Oh, okay, yeah, figured.
Yeah, but I did figure out, what I wanted to. right, then I'll go to the locksmith.
Yep, and you can get a lock for... Check out price. 10 gold pieces.
Damn. Okay.
That's for like a kind of normal crappy lock.
No, we'll do it.
Yep, and they'll
How
give
many
you
keys does that come with?
1 key.
Oh, that's fine.
But the locksmith could forge another key, matching this one, for a small
I don't think it's
price.
that worth it.
Sorry, Pete.
Said I don't know how worth it that is, but you know. I mean, unless you could do it like right now.
To come back in like an hour.
I mean,
or two.
forging a key takes literally minutes.
Yeah, but they've got to get their forge warmed up and shit. It's the morning for them.
No,
They're
like
ta-
no, like you can make a key out of like a sheet of metal
Yeah.
without having to forge a key. You like just cut the teeth.
Can you do that with medieval rules?
I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a sharp chisel, you could cut
And like a
piece of-
file, yeah.
and then you
You
cut
just
a
beat it out.
rough. Yeah, you cut a rough thing of the tools and you file it down.
Okay. Yeah. Then sure.
You can like make a key out of like very very light materials.
Right,
Most
then yeah.
keys are not made out
5
of like,
minutes.
steel.
Sure.
All right, sure. Then I'll buy another key. I'll get 2.
They're made
Alright.
out of like brass, which is very malleable and can be easily molded.
Yeah, I'll have to read more into these random crafts. It's like valuable
I-
information.
I just looked into how to make like keys. Like
Okay.
you can make them out of you can make a usable key out of a 3D printer,
It's true.
provided that it fits the lock that it's using and it's not going to break because the keys line up.
So 5 minutes later, and I would say probably 1 gold, maybe.
Sure.
Give you another key. Now you have 2 keys.
Ooh. I will thank him and be on my way.
They'll not. You'll make
And I'll
your
come
way back, I assume, yeah. Crossing 2 bridges, which are still down. Then
I'll
eventually,
make sure that nobody like sees me fucking just go into this place.
yeah, give me a stealth check.
All right.
Yep, easy peasy. You wait for the right opportunity and slip back in.
Mhm.
You can see rock, Arias, and stone passing the time somehow.
Rock's is sleeping.
He didn't wake up yet. He's an EP guy. All right. Well, I will relay what I learned. So, the Twin Daggers of Argosh and the forging site was both in the Baron's Manor.
Huh.
The
So
Baron's
Cole's-
Manor.
Yeah. The cult is either going to rock up and fucking steal this shit and do the ritual, or perhaps the Baron is already compromised by the cult and agrees with them.
I'd find it safe to presume that the cult has some presence, unknown if it extends to the Baron himself or just visitors, whatever the case.
So we need to smash and grab?
Possibly.
Well, smash what?
If we take the Twin Daggers of Argosh, they can't do the ritual.
All right. How many times can you do your little teleport thing that you said you can do?
Twice.
Well, that's all we need.
Now hear me out.
Whoomp. Grab. Whoomp.
You teleport us in. I run, grab these daggers.
Do we know what
And
kind
we-
of like defenses this place has?
No
Are these
idea.
daggers just on a like a display case, or like
They're-
are they
The
locked in
rumor
a
was
vault?
is that they were above his throne.
Oh, that's sick. Are they like cursed or anything? Are they gonna like turn us into like rabbits if we touch them?
Shrug.
That's why you just grab the case that they're mounted in.
Oh, good idea.
Rip it off the wall.
Yes. You teleport in a ravenous fucking rock, and then that's what you do. It's called the bull in a China shop method.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a good backup plan, but I prefer to not be in it more legal trouble than we already are in the Vascar County.
Well, how would you get these?
It matters not. They're ruled by.
But yes, by a
cult
despot
members.
person. I get it. But I'm just saying, if these people, this Baron, isn't compromised by the cult already, if he isn't on their side, and the cult just rolls up to steal his precious daggers that this entire town is famous for, and do a dark ritual in his house.
How about this?
Why are these
assume-
daggers famous?
Let's.
That's a
They're
good
just
question.
famous magical. Who knows, right?
I think that there are
Here's-
like pretty powerful like relic weapons that were
If-
made like during the war.
If we can assume that the Baron is a reasonable man, and we can convince him that the daggers are indeed under threat, perhaps we can simply remain and protect them, rather than far more likely he'd allow us to protect the daggers than fucking steal them.
Perhaps. Well, how would you... Any ideas of how we would get to talk with him?
We go at night, we go to his gate, we explain to the guards his dire circumstances. And
How about we do
speak
one
to
better
him.
and just roll up to his actual house and talk to him?
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's my line of thinking.
Well, his gate
And then
his
he
house is
fucking
dangerous.
shows his fucking rune of duplication. And then we
The
get
Baron
fucking
himself
annihilated.
may just be the cult member, of course.
Yeah,
If we can find his name, I can cast sending.
of course, I'll ask around.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Should still have plenty of time on your disguised self.
Run back out. Go to a general shop. Buy like a canteen and some shit.
Sure.
And like some more rope or something like that. And just be like, oh yeah, small talk. Oh yeah, the Baron. What's the Baron's name here?
Sure. The Baron's name. Also, how much are you spending?
I mean, how much would like 15 feet of rope be?
15 feet of rope.
And like some torches, tinder boxes, yeah.
Well, those are all different things. One sec.
Alright, well,
So, rope sells at 1 gold for 50 feet. So, if you're getting 15, that would be...
I mean, if they sell it by 50 feet, I'll just buy 50 feet.
Okay, then that's 1 gold piece. A torch costs 1 copper, and a tinderbox costs 5 silver pieces.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's probably common knowledge what the Baron's name is. So I don't think any roll would be involved. You'll learn that they're called Lord Baron Heinrich Dayhound. Or D-Hound.
Baron Heinrich.
He's the hound.
The Hound. Alright. Makes sense. We are in Hound County.
Is there anything else you ask about?
I don't know. I would ask, like, between you and me, how does he seem? He a high and lofty, I'm better than everybody type of noble, or what does he do for the folks around here?
Oh, well, he has audiences with people who have various disputes. Lord Baron Hound is something of a warrior. The Hound Barony has sent their armies to aid the Count's alliance and Count Vaskar many a time. Is
I see.
studious warrior, strong, a little bit scary, but
Yes, totally on the fucking call.
they even
I
have
see.
a special fighting style that only exists in this barony.
Oh, really? What's that like?
It's the blade and dagger.
I see, because of the daggers.
Because of the magic daggers. It's true.
And these magic daggers, I've heard lots of stories about them, but what do they actually do? What makes them so special?
Well, legends vary, but supposedly, I'll just roll an accuracy. Supposedly, they are greatly lethal and target vital points of the target. At least that's what I've heard. Makes the Lord Baron much stronger, which is why instead of using 2 blades or 1 big blade, the family for generations has used the blade and dagger. Apparently it glows too.
Ah, all the time, or just
When it's in use.
I see. Seems like quite the sight.
Oh yes, unfortunately, the Lord Baron doesn't use the dagger in any of the fencing competitions and stuff that happens in town.
So that would be quite unfair.
It would, but it would be a spectacle to behold for sure.
And what of the Baron's relations? How close is he to the Count here? The Vaskars?
Well, all that's a little bit above my head, but as far as I know, the Baron is close to the Count. Or maybe they're rivals. Who knows? Hound's barony is one of the stronger, if not the strongest barony in the county.
I see. Well,
As
thank
I
you for all
said
your information.
before about the armies,
Yeah. It's just a merchant trying to find out whose ear to,
Yeah, what's your
talking
name?
to a
Who are
fire.
you?
Oh, I am, Bella.
Are you from a guild? Your accent sounds foreign.
Oh, yes, I'm from across the mountains, actually. I'm on a very far journey. I'm just trying to pick up a new route, see what some other baronies can bring to the counties in the south. And what one has many of that the other one does not, where there's prices to be levered.
She nods. Must be a dangerous business traveling so far.
Oh, it can be. Make the wrong turns. But so far, I've been lucky. It depends on who you know.
She nods.
Like, oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah. They nod you off.
Okay.
Watch you go.
I get the hell out of there. When I come back, I'm like, yeah, okay. This guy's probably part of the cult.
What guy's that?
Lord Baron Heinrich de Hound.
Oh yeah, most probably.
Would we have anybody who we could message who would have more information on him?
Around here?
What do we need information for? We know where the daggers are. We run in,
Yeah.
we grab, we leave.
Yes.
Easy peasy.
I don't know. If he is truly a part of this cult, it will not be this easy.
If it was truly a part of the cult, why would? If this is the last thing they needed, why wouldn't they already have these daggers ready?
Well, they do. Like, clearly. I don't know. I think we do some fucking divination. We do some arcane eyes and stuff on his fucking place, and we either plan out a smash and grab or confirm that he's in the cold. And there we go. Our Hail Mary is jump in there, grab the daggers, and fucking leave.
Yeah.
Should I just ask this question?
Yeah, there you go, sure.
All right.
Yeah. Boom.
Let it be done.
Sure. This is another 25 gold divination.
Yep.
Correct.
I guess I could bump it up for more accuracy. That's a thing, right?
It is, but it's up to you. Just wondering for clarification's sake.
I'll bump it up one extra.
Sure.
Let's get more detail.
A 50 gold offering to Sturndrakal.
Watch it just be like, death. It's like, okay.
That would be funny, but... Let's see...
Yeah, so I go on to, just say all the stuff about... Oh, yeah, so also they say that the Baron is a very strong fighter. And, all sorts of stuff. Now, very strong to these, country bumpkins. I don't know what that really means, but... A priest of Cord. And a pair of your true foes.
Well, I give you Arcadia's report.
That does make the smash and grab a little bit more enticing.
What
I don't
else?
Pair of your true foes most
Yeah.
certainly refers to 2 members of the cult.
Yep.
Didn't we hear about 2 adventurers that had recently arrived? 2 coin jockeys from the guards?
I did believe they said something like that.
Yeah.
And they did say that they were also staying with the,
With the Baron.
it was a paladin. I'm liking the smash and grab plan even more. It's uncomplicated.
Well, here's another idea. We smash and grab the cultists. We
That
don't have to
sounds
deal with
much more complicated.
Well, is it? We don't have to deal with any potential security implements. All we have to do is kill 2 evildoers and be on our way.
Killing 2 very powerful people takes a lot longer than grabbing a box and teleporting away.
Right, but when you say it like that, it sounds simple. And then you get there and there's lasers and shit,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
like, oh.
If this guy has lasers in his house, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, if this guy has lasers, that's it. We're just going straight back to Drelis and we're building up the army for the rest of the campaign.
Just teleport back out.
Pop in, see the lasers pop out.
Fucking the knights that like rub their eyes.
Like, what?
Did you guys see that?
I imagine Dimension Door, it probably doesn't actually look like this, but I imagine that it's like, you actually just create like a door and you open it up and then you're in like that place. So there's just
think
a
it
door pops up,
actually
you
is
walk
like
out,
that.
and then you see it, and then you just open the door and go back out.
I picture like a metaphysical door, like
Yeah.
like it opens up. It's the other zone, but still not like a wooden
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Who did they say had come?
Well, he said it was a paladin, and then I remember he took care of bandits in the region. They didn't say anything about the other guy, I don't think.
Who could it be?
But he was like being like, whoa, by the Baron because he did that. I don't think it's anybody we've met. We never met a rune holder that had duplicating powers.
Hmm.
But I would be explaining to Rock and Stone that rune holders are very powerful. got dark
what do you
sigils.
mean by that?
They have a dark sigil of Sturndrakal, like a mark that they bear. And each one of them has like a specific thing that it does. And I'll kind of like pull down my shirt and show like on my clavicle there's one. And like this one is what is it? Illusion?
Bro's got illicit powers.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you have
Gosh.
these marks?
I stole it from someone who had it, but I haven't fucking trained into it like they did, so I can only do minor illusions with it.
Huh.
But there's many of them. This one supposedly is duplication.
Yeah.
So the rune holder who has the duplicate rune will be here because this will awaken his rune, which makes him significantly more powerful. The person who ran into the church and killed everybody and stole all the stuff and like smashed his way through solid stone, that was strength, and he had an awakened rune. And he was just like killing people, like popping people's heads with his hands.
Roll me an intelligence check, Indra.
Okay. Oh my god.
The strength rune's not an awakened rune.
That's even worse. Yeah, so they're very powerful. When we encountered the person who had the Mirage rune, they, like, metagame knowledge. It wasn't exactly maze, but it was essentially like a physical casting maze on somebody where you're just like, oh, look, you're stuck. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, Hall of Mirrors.
Have fun. Yeah. It was almost really bad. It was really bad, but it was almost really, really bad.
Yeah. Luckily, Clace aim helped.
So if we get in there, we should be prepared to fight no matter what. We should be able to be prepared to fight hard.
If we start some grand battle in the barony, a lot of innocent men will die.
Exactly.
Should we... I don't imagine it's very plausible. We can just walk in.
Into, like, the Baron's house?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. Got the whole Archers on the Walls thing. And a Priest of Cord. And Knights.
I've had an idea.
Alright.
What if perhaps we let them complete their ritual, and when those two eventually leave this place, we assault them on the road?
Surely they can just get teleported.
Perhaps.
Look, I think that
They
we came out here to stop the ritual, and we should stop the ritual if we can.
Stopping the ritual is one thing. Ultimately, we must thin their numbers. I don't know
Why don't we just attack the
important
Baron's
stop
house
it.
today?
Oh, why don't we wait until the middle of the night?
Well, yeah.
Well, does night favor us?
Favors us more than daytime.
If I'm holding a light, I can't see archers, but they can see me.
Well, that's why we get in without light. The Baron's house will be lit up anyway during the night. Look, don't you have any way to, not scry, but, get some reconnaissance through your divinations?
I do have clairvoyance available.
Why don't we spend the rest of the day clairvoying?
Oh yeah, I probably should have updated the day tracker. I'll do that now. It's currently the 12th of December.
Yep. So then we can strike on the 13th, on the night of the 13th. We'll be a day early. The tensions of these people, these cult members, might have come down a little bit, considering that we left and we haven't been seen in a day. Turn back. We gave up.
Right. All right. I'll follow your lead. Where should I place this this clairvoyance? I can aim for inside.
Can you aim for inside if you can't see the building?
Probably not, but if you can see the building, you can aim for inside.
Yeah, that's
sure.
true.
So we'll just get up on a roof or high window or carpet briefly. Actually, no, it has to be somewhere just higher up. Because it's not brief, it takes 10 minutes to cast, I think. Yeah.
Take 10 minutes to cast even if you use the spell slot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a ritual
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I guess because they didn't want people to be fucking clairvoyancing everywhere, all day, every day.
Alright, well... we'll try and find somewhere we can see the estate from.
Well... let's see, there's a pair of windmills nearby, which could maybe see. Most of the buildings are kind of squattish. You could definitely see the Baron's estate from on top
It doesn't...
of one of those manor
reading the
houses.
spell, are we sure we need to have line of sight of the place?
It's in a
It just says-
location familiar to you, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you. Seeing a
Place you have
map,
visited or seen before. We
Huh?
have a map of the place.
yeah, but that assume like if the map is perfectly accurate, I would say yeah. If the map
But
is 5% off, then you would just create an orb in the middle of the yard, for example.
Alright, well, all I have
And there
to
we
do
go.
is,
Oh, another orb, but 5 feet to the left of where I did last time.
all I have to do is take a look at the fucking place once.
This is D&D 5e. I'll just chat to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you could just look at the building once and then be a location familiar to you, kind of.
Yep, and that's what we will do.
Well, how would you do that?
By moving left foot, right foot into a position that allows me to look at the fucking building.
Alright, and you're doing this during the day?
Well, I don't think I'd be able to see it at night. We have to just avoid guards. Like, you know, I will ask for assistance in getting around this kind of shit. Perhaps Endra can guide me with her disguise.
Oh wait, can I do this? Yeah, I'll just do this. If you take off your armor,
Oh shit. Okay, deal.
it lasts a minute, but if you just and then
Yeah.
just get eyes on the damn thing.
Yeah. So Arias will like, after being greater in Viz, just fucking climb up to a rooftop.
Okay. Again, you're gonna need to go to a higher rooftop than the storage shed.
Okay, the highest rooftop within a minute, I guess.
Okay. So
We got 2 windmills right here.
windmills.
Oh, yeah, perfect. There you go.
Can you give me an athletics check to climb a windmill? And are you gonna be in your armor?
Nope.
Okay, so no armor. 15 was the DC I was thinking of, so it's perfect. You climb up onto the windmill, which I imagine is locked in place right now. And you can see the estate in the distance.
Alright, I climb down quickly. Dash back to the shed.
Do so. And you're back in.
Alright. So, I guess let's try and gather some information. I'll first try and cast clairvoyance just past the front door. Just inside, past the front door.
Okay. I guess I'll
Assuming
take
it's a
you to another
grand
map,
hall of some
but
sort.
I'm going to double check that fog war is on. It is on, I think. I'll reveal an area. Yeah.
Show
Okay.
me the frog of war.
So you are just 5 feet in from the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, higher. Well, height doesn't matter much.
Yeah, well, it does matter. Are you near the bottom floor or the top floor?
Well, near the bottom, I imagine.
Okay. Then yeah, this is what you see. Should be on the left-hand side of the screen, kind of. Left middle.
Okay. I'll turn off vision and turn on hearing.
Well, you'll also see like a couple... Let me roll. Yes. Yeah, you see like 4 peasants in a line. So you turn off sight.
Through this door?
Huh? Yeah, to that door.
Okay.
But that door is shut.
Yeah. I turn on hearing. I'd want to pay attention to any traffic above me as well.
Okay.
Footsteps and such.
Yeah. So you listen for 10 minutes. Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, every once in a while you'll hear like a pair of footsteps like creaking on the wood above you, just very faintly. You'll hear just like peasants murmuring about inane bullshit you do not care about. Like, oh, my land. The fence should be 1 inch to the right. It's bullshit. You'll hear the shifting of the guards in their armor every once in a while. Then eventually you'll hear like the door open, footsteps, someone goes in, and the door shuts. Yeah. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Well, it sounds to me either like we need another one upstairs or beyond this door. Maybe both.
Yeah. there's probably lots of rooms and stuff, but I'll go beyond that door with my
Okay.
next cast.
So you let the
It's
spell.
just gonna be the hearing of a certain.
You're gonna let the spell fade then
Yeah.
after like 10 minutes or so. Then you're just gonna do clear audience to start with. I imagine.
Yeah.
Alright, let me roll a chance, see who's in the throne room right now. Let's see, for this guy, I'm gonna say it's 30% chance. Nope. This guy. Alright, and the other guys are just always there. Do you start with vision, or...
I'll start with audio.
Okay. So you hear some sort of peasant talking to someone about a property dispute, like my lord. You
Then
know.
I'll instantly switch to vision.
Okay.
Eyes on the lad.
There'll probably be a couple guards in here too, so I'm gonna grab a couple. That's good. Yep. Alright, switching to vision. You see this.
Oh shit, there they are. There's the losers.
And obviously there's a peasant, who I don't have a token for right now. It's like 20 feet, sort of kneeling from Baronhound. Who sits sort of... I want to say...
What's the dagger situation looking like?
I want to describe his pose first. It's like,
Okay.
clearly this is a warrior person, so he's like ready for combat, but he's not actively ready for combat. Like a tiger or something. Sitting on the throne. Clearly not like much of a nobly noble. At least from the very limited exposure that you've had, Arias. You
Yeah, this guy's totally a fucking cold guy.
move your gaze upwards and you can see two kind of exotic looking daggers on this display that's mounted above the throne. Like
Okay,
5-10 feet up.
Zooming in. Do
You
I see
cannot
any,
zoom
like,
in.
Give me like 5x. Do I see any like clear runic symbols? Is there like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like
For signs of
magic.
protection?
They look like 2009 ass League of Legends daggers.
Yeah, they look like 2009 League of Legends daggers. They seem kind of awkward to use almost. And there's clearly like metal bands keeping them like attached to the display case. Which is itself also mounted to the stone wall behind the throne. And so, you know, you'll see the Baron like sort of talking to this peasant.
I'll report what I'm seeing.
What's he saying? What's he saying?
Oh, you also see behind him a dude with the symbol of Cord, just like emblazoned on his chest, and to his right, a knight. Similar to the one you guys defeated, but not the same.
Yeah, the Baron is addressing his peasantry. He looks like a warrior, more of a warrior than a noble.
That's what we heard.
The daggers are above him,
Mm-hmm.
look to be minor magical protection. I don't believe I'll get any more useful information here.
Well, how many more times can you do this today?
Once more before I begin tapping into fourth circle.
Well, My suggestion was just kind of like popping it around, taking fucking pot shots. Maybe try upstairs with the last one where we heard the creaking. And see if we can get eyes on the cultists, or what we believe to be the cultists.
I'd be interested in looking outside as well, maybe. Perhaps we could see entrances.
Well, I mean, either or.
I wish we had binoculars or something.
Oh, you didn't tell the Darrow.
Clairvoyance,
Goblins.
binoculars.
On steroids, yeah.
They are basically goblins on steroids.
That's true.
Hey, do I detect invisible shit when I'm looking through clairvoyance because of my element?
I believe you would.
I don't know if that is true.
It says your senses. He sees invisible right now.
Yeah, I mean, it is my sense.
I mean, it's your helmet sense, but let me look. No, it says you
Oh.
can choose seizing or hearing. You can use the chosen sense for the sensors if you're in its space.
Or is it Arcane Eye that says that specifically? Oh, that's a Sean question.
Arcane Eye, I think, has conflicting rules because it says it has dark vision, right?
I'm looking it up.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it does. What am I thinking about then? Because there is definitely like a divination spell that works this way that says like, oh, it uses your senses.
Well, this one sort of implies that it's using your senses. But
I think
also-
that's straight up scrying.
I'm looking it up because I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy, go stupid. As if you were there.
I think that's the same.
Yeah, so it would, but I thought that there was one that literally just says like, you know.
Okay.
Oh, whatever.
I feel... I guess I'll have the helmet rule. Work through it. Though it feels a little bit weird because it's like passive magic being stacked with active magic.
I mean, it kind of makes sense to me because I figured that the helmet would be like actively like, you know, buffing his fucking senses. I don't know. It's magic bullshit. But
Yeah. I'll say sure. I would
basically it's
feel...
like four fucking little heads.
Yeah, I would feel much more warm to it if you like cast the invis after casting clairvoyance or something, but you can roll a luck check, see if something's visible in here. No. See no flying heads. In this chamber.
Well, that's good at least.
Okay. So do you do anything else?
I wish we had flying heads.
Yeah,
Well, just become
just
evil
join
and
their
just join the
team.
cult.
Yeah. I mean, players have pretty similar things. They're fucking flying invisible.
I mean, this is basically our flying head.
That's also true.
All right. Well, let's check. We're not really planning on assaulting them today, are we? Or are we doing it tonight?
I think we should wait until tomorrow night.
Okay, so bottom
Go
line,
in with like full
we're
spell
not
slots.
doing it. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
doing it today. So let's just keep
Yes.
fucking scrying.
Okay.
I'll go up a floor, I guess.
Well, give me an intelligence check. Don't roll one. All right.
Can I use inspiration?
Yes, you can.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yay.
He didn't roll one.
Before casting the spell again, you glance up and you can see that this room, of all the rooms, actually is like a
It's full
two-story
ceiling?
room. Yeah, exactly. It goes all the way to the roof.
Oh,
You can see a balcony, actually above the sort of region where this door is.
Upstairs.
This
over here.
building is like, it's U-shaped, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro's, Hound's room might just be on the bottom floor somewhere.
Well, this is the bottom floor, but yeah.
hmm
But we heard suspiciously two creaking, pairs of creaking up here.
All right, I'll check that out then.
Okay. So you're using your next divination look in the room above the entryway?
Yeah.
Okay. Then have you draw your attention to the bottom right corner of the map. So how close to the throne room are you going to position this sensor?
I'll try to I'm in my mind, right? I'll try to project the thing to
Yeah.
be in between where I know the front door is and the wall of the entering the throne room is,
Yeah, just put like a marker on the map and I'll translate it over.
Oh, got it. Okay. Where did it go?
I think that would be simpler.
It'd be really funny if you just like put it in a fucking closet.
So where are you putting
Awesome.
it, bro? It's on the left-hand side? Yeah, okay.
Thought it'd been.
Alright.
Closet time.
Now I'm going to count some squares. Okay. I think... Okay, near...
There's a part of me that's worried that even if we do smash and grab, that those daggers are like not the real daggers.
That's one where just kill them all.
You think they have fake daggers in here?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, I guess they'd be real daggers, but not the daggers of Akintosh or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Alright, you would see...
Argosh.
Argosh.
Argosh?
You see this room,
Argosh.
bottom right-hand corner.
Empty.
Roll luck check. If you roll natural 20, it'll be useful. Otherwise,
15's pretty good.
15 is pretty good.
Maybe you can hear things through that room.
You see, this would be like an empty guest room, but like a very reasonable guest room.
Is there windows?
There are windows.
What do
Or
I
a
see out the
window.
windows?
You see from the angle, your sensor is like in the bottom left-hand corner of this room. I'll just draw like a circle here. So you can see out the window and you can see like some other windows on one of the U-shapes. I'll just do a polygon
Okay, okay.
reveal. So here's what you can see.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna put it on audio and just leave it there.
Hmm.
Listen. If somebody comes in, I'll turn on visual for a brief moment, then swap back to audio so I can overhear anything.
Yeah.
Actually, probably just leave it on visual if they're alone.
You're just
They
gonna
can
leave it
talk
on
and I'll
visual?
switch it. No. Audio. If somebody comes in, put it on visual.
Okay. So periodically, you'll hear this pair of footsteps, like once every minute or so, maybe once every 30 seconds. I'll roll luck check to see if they pop their head in. High is lucky.
Hi.
They do not pop their heads in. So it's just a sort of regular, you hear the jingle of their armor, their heavy booted footsteps,
Just guards.
tap, tap, tap of their spear. So they're just using it kind of like a walking stick. Periodically. And that's all you get in 10 minutes. I think eventually like a servant comes and when you switch to visual and you see like a maid just like dusting things in this room. And then eventually
It'd be really funny if you could just like sneeze through the fucking arcane eye.
sneeze.
Yeah. Just like make a noise.
Yeah.
See who go- yeah.
Eventually the sense fades.
Well, I don't really know exactly how much prepared we can really be. If there's only the only thing we really need to figure out about is like if you could use any more divinations, if there are magical defenses on the Baron's estate.
Well, let's start with real quick. Can I get another scrying outside?
Okay. Where outside?
Should we go to the front or the back?
Probably should put these hedges on both sides.
Let's take a look at the map of like the entire town.
Yeah. Be very useful if you.
There's. Okay.
Those are
Well-
probably fucking barracks down there or some shit.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I was thinking, maybe there's a case for like teleporting in from the front and then teleporting out the back, and then just being like out there. And you could be far enough away, like 500 feet will get you like a little bit off the fucking map. And then by the time that any alarm bells were actually rung, you'd be far enough away. Like, what the hell are they gonna do about it?
Yeah. True. So yeah, where are you putting it? I could bring you back to the one map. So you can just put the sensor here and then I'll relay it. To the actual other map.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't need to know what's behind it. I can just say 500 feet.
That's true. And as long as you
I
don't
think look at,
teleport
like, the front.
into a tree or a wall or a hill.
Yeah, I mean, you take some damage.
Do you
No,
see
if-
it?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so in the like courtyard, just in front of the two U lips.
Just enough to like be able to look this way.
Yep. Yep, just in front. Alright, I'm gonna plop a circle so I can radiate the vision out from it. It's gonna be a bit bigger, so picked a good spot. I did bring you guys to the map, right?
Yeah. I had the regular map open, so go first.
So
Oh, Sean, now that you're here, what fucking divination spell is it that like specifically says you like use your own senses for it?
Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance uses your senses, but Arcane Eye doesn't.
yeah.
Woo! Wasn't crazy.
So Clairvoyance benefits from see invisibility.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know about like scrying or the other high level ones? Because I haven't cast those yet.
Scrying says that you see as if you were there, so it
Okay, so yeah, same thing as clairvoyance.
Does
It's
seeing
really just
vis
arcane eye that gets restricted.
count as a sense?
Well, I mean, if like you have dark vision, I imagine that you would see through like the clairvoyance with dark vision.
Yeah.
Like if you
Maybe.
could see invisible things, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see.
You
invisible
choose the
things.
chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space.
Yeah.
We ruled that it worked that way anyway, so there's no use in fucking whatevering. But
I remember in second edition there was some awesome autistic rules that said which spells exactly would go through Crystal Ball and etc. etc. It was fucking great. This is what you see, Rios.
Yeah. We're not on the map.
You're not. I asked if you were on the map.
okay, we're on a town map. That's what we thought we were talking about.
There you go.
Seeing green.
Okay.
Morph.
Yeah. Now, for the record, there's not like a black cube here. That's just the upper floor map that I did. Unfortunately, this had to
Just
be a
outside the wall.
two-story building. Yeah. It's just more wall.
Okay.
So, yeah. Might be more gardeny elements on the map. I didn't bother like super decorating the outside.
These are like
The
guest
U's.
rooms, or at the very least, this is definitely confirmed guest room. Or was it this one? I think it was over here.
On
Whatever
the upper
case, we
floor,
can teleport into a fucking guest room.
That is true. You know where an abandoned guest room is.
I'll be right back.
Yes. These right here are 1,000,000,000% guest rooms. I wonder if, like, two teleport in and the other two take the carpet and stone shape into a guest room.
I mean, yeah.
They must then stone shape out when we're ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not all the building is stone.
Well, here's the thing. Right? You just jump off the carpet, and Stone just holds a sword out. Or Rock just holds a sword out, and then you'll just go right through the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, probably. Depends on how
We just-
high, how far up you jump, but yeah.
Yeah, we just make him an ODST.
Rages midair, takes half damage from falling.
That's
Crosses
actually not a bad idea.
fingers. He does
Yeah.
not fall through another floor. Yeah, you'll see there's probably like a guard, which you'll see like circling the estate periodically as well. Just a normal guard. I say normal guard. These guys are like heavy-ish guards, kind of. Clearly like chumps compared to you guys, but... Alright, well...
So look, if we figure out if there's magical defenses, and if those magical defenses prevent teleportation, which, like, I don't know, there's not no way that they are, but, like, come on.
It would require high-ish level magic.
Yeah.
Like 4th or 5th level. Cast every day for a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So, just this?
I mean, yeah. But, I mean, that could be a lot of things. He could have, like, one arcane glyph. Or whatever, of warding.
And
it
then
might
like
be.
the answer might just be like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then like,
Yeah.
okay.
Can we teleport into the Baron's estate, Baron de Hound's estate, in and out?
So then I would specifically ask: is Baron de Hound's estate, or
Yeah, warded against teleportation or
warded
something.
against teleportation?
Okay, just type out your question and I'll type an answer. And you get the following answer.
No.
Only one thing.
How can you spell this? Okay, hopefully I haven't misspelled this.
Answer's not looking like a no. So it's looking like orbital drop, shock, stone shape. It's becoming a little bit of a better plan.
Wait, where will you stone shape?
The wall.
Okay.
The stone. Come on.
Is it we order drop through the roof and then stone shape out?
Yeah. No, we stone shape in. All right, because the roof's only going to go so far, right? And then we got a stone shape into the main.
What's
chamber.
wrong with the?
Well, we
I
just asked
definitely misspelled
Arcadia.
that.
Remnants of protection above ground.
Oh, so there's going to be an underground complex that you can't teleport in.
Yeah. Well, that's where they're gonna do the fucking thingy.
But where are the daggers? Is the question.
Above the throne. They're there as long as they're not, you know.
Dude, what if
Fakes?
we do?
I mean, I did get them described as looking like 2009 ass League of Legends daggers with like big runes on them.
I wish we were better at stealthing. We could potentially just like sneak into the fucking, to the site and just.
Yeah,
wait
well,
around.
look, man, I
Well,
could.
That's off the table.
However, that's suicide
uh,
for me if I get caught.
You would also get
Well, you have a dimension door to get out, right?
Allegedly. Okay.
there you go.
So teleport in, stone shape out. Got it.
Teleporting out is without
No,
doubt.
Yeah, no, teleporting.
So like
out,
we can teleport out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
100% success rate.
Okay.
So stone shape in.
Yeah. Okay, no. So what we do is we dimension door into the throne room. We grab those daggers in there. We try to ascertain if they're actually the magical ones or not. If not, we stone shape down into the underground complex.
How do you determine in a timely fashion whether or not you have magical daggers?
You do like the bite test like gold, right?
Is that tastes like magic?
Yeah, exactly.
We could have detect magic prepped.
Yeah. Oh, I can't,
last
but
10
you can.
minutes, so
Is it concentration?
it is concentration, but nothing like stone shape isn't.
That's fair. True.
Huh. Clerics don't get identify. That's so
Yeah, I
weird.
know. It's really funny. You have to be a
Space.
knowledge cleric to get identify.
Only knowledge clerics have the knowledge.
Or I think Forge gets it, don't they?
That kind of makes sense at least. They don't get it.
Based.
I mean, I
Then
can see.
How did Drawdy have it?
Well,
Oh,
keep in mind,
no,
Drawdy didn't
No,
really know how
I
to play
think
D&D.
they might get it.
They might get it. Look, I can see either way. I can see them not getting it, but I guess if they got it, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
Could be one of those
Always
situations.
Yeah, they get it as a domain spell. They get Identify and Searing Smite. Jesus Christ.
That's
It's
weird.
not too bad, but
That's
whatever.
really bad.
Yeah.
It could be one of those situations where like Tasha's or whatever just says clerics get identified too.
I don't think it does. Because like if you literally go like D&D 5e tools, you can get like a
Yeah,
the
no,
cleric
they
spell
don't.
list and Identify's not on there.
Okay.
Because 5e tools will tell you if it got added and it didn't.
Yep.
That's just a possibility that I thought of.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yes,
stretch.
Artificer, Bard, and Wizard only.
Based.
That's weird. But
That's very
whatever.
weird.
Very strange.
All right. So what are we doing? How are we getting in here?
Well, it sounds like the world's our oyster, but we kind of got to wait till tomorrow night.
I mean, I think Dimension Door in, Dimension Door out is like the cleanest way to do it.
Yeah, but
Then what about
it
the
can't
other
be
people?
that easy.
What about the rest of us?
Well, then you guys are just waiting on the other side to intercept us, and then, you know.
Yeah, we just wait.
Or no, what you could be doing is floating above, like high enough, on like a carpet,
Yeah.
and
then
like
you can
listening for
ODST
sounds of
drop.
commotion. Yeah. You hear like one
Just on
scuffle, and then
standby,
just yeah.
Take 20d6 fall damage. Just fall
Yeah,
to
yeah.
your
But it'll be half.
And
It's like 10d6,
In that case,
and then the life cleric immediately brings them back to full HP.
how do we
Well, the life
Translate.
cleric also falls, right? They would take the full.
Yeah. No.
I would
The life
rather-
cleric comes. I'm bringing the life cleric in with me.
you bring the fucking life cleric 100%.
Because you've got to have, he's got to, he can cast sending if things go wrong. He's gonna have to be the one to tell me if the daggers are actually magical or not.
It's true. I was picturing like Rock and Endra in there.
No, we have.
I
the
mean,
ultimate
look,
name drop
That
available.
would be good for sneaking, but we are not afforded that luxury.
Now, do we really think that it's possible for them to just jump off the carpet and dive through the roof to fucking? Oh, actually, if we're in the throne room, it's not 2 floors. They just got to get through one roof.
Yeah.
Is it a wooden roof?
It's probably.
Terracotta.
No,
It's
I
got
mean,
the shingles, you know. So
Yeah. I really like the idea of just 2 9-foot tall men crashing through the roof.
if they do that,
like, yeah, wait, like we get caught grabbing the daggers. Like,
Yeah, just-
brave alone. We didn't.
if they do jump down,
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah.
you couldn't teleport everyone out at that point, right?
No. That we'll rely on their resilience to just run out by themselves.
Well, it's a stone shape out type of deal.
True.
If you could stone shape a hole in the roof.
Yeah, well, it's
Well,
not
if
stone.
you're going through the roof, there's gonna
Wood
be
shape.
a hole.
How do we break your fall?
With
You
the
know,
stone in the
ranges.
throne room.
Yeah.
Because you need to like rock.
But the
has
thing
to
is
raise
that
midair.
Stone's just kind of in trouble. Well, okay, then what happens is, so Rock rages, just jumps off, goes through the roof, and Stone floats down on this carpet and arrives like a round or two later.
Yeah, that'll do.
There will be a possibility
how-
of being spotted if you're only like a couple hundred feet in the air. Because
How does Rock feel about this?
Yeah. We're just talking like, you just jump like 300 feet off.
how many d6 is that?
Well, 20 is the cap, so you know.
Hmm.
So no matter what, you're taking a range of 1d6 to 10d6 damage.
let's just
So
do an
on
example roll.
average, On
Yeah,
average,
let's see how much damage 10d6 is.
35.
Dude,
On average,
that's
I'm
only
taking
half
40.
of that though. Just
Yeah, I
half.
know, it's still a
That's
lot. It's
half of my
the
health.
HP. But then you'll be
Okay.
right next to the life cleric. Come on.
Now, what if you did just 100 feet? You definitely get through the roof, right?
Yeah, 5d6.
Very probably. Well, you have to bear in
No,
mind
no,
it wouldn't
okay.
be 100 feet. It'd be 120 feet if you're 100 feet above
That's
the
true.
roof.
Yeah,
If you're only
Okay.
80 feet above the
So,
roof.
so yeah, you go 80 feet above the roof.
yeah.
You're
So
probably
you'll
still
just be
crashing
you'll be
through it.
taking half of this.
Oh, that's
It's a really low roll.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be
funny.
86 if you're 80 feet.
Dude,
or,
if we're-
or no,
Oh,
it'd be
yeah,
we're
10d6
being
if you're
honest.
100 feet above the
Okay,
ground.
hold on. Wait. Let's think about this let's think better here.
No, I think we monkey mode.
No. It's too monkey. It's too monkey. If
right,
Rock
but-
weighs like 300 fucking pounds, he can probably break through like my roof if he fell 10 feet. So like, you know what I mean? Maybe 20 feet is all that's
Well,
necessary.
see, what I'm thinking is we just go and buy like a heavy cast iron pan or something like that, and then we get Rock to like put that on his feet. So then that's like the impact point.
Well, like getting over it, Bennett
You
Foddy.
think Rock isn't just gonna cannonball?
Yeah.
Or I had a baseball-sized fucking hail go through my roof. Okay, a 300-pound man is going to obliterate it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're not
Especially if you go
wrong.
sword first.
It's true. I mean, medieval roofs built different, but
I don't think in a better
They're
way.
not.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not in a better way.
in a manor house, I don't know.
Definitely.
Definitely-
Yes, unless they are reinforced with steel roofs, a 300-pound
Yeah, I was gonna
object
say
is
you get, like-
crushing through your roof.
Yeah,
like I don't in my crawl space we have
I
those
think
things like
if
you know,
it's
how
more
they,
than a
like, keep
10-foot drop, I would give it to you probably.
it- Okay, yeah.
The higher you
20
are,
feet,
the less.
take 1d6.
Huh?
He goes
That's
20
what's wrong,
feet.
Kyle. I don't
Well,
sound
I mean-
excited about that.
I mean, honestly, 50 feet's fine.
Yeah. I mean, 30 feet above the roof, and then another 20 feet to the ground. Yeah, that would probably get through.
Yeah, half
Yeah,
of 5
boy.
and 6.
Especially if you go sword first.
Do you really
He's
want to
just
be
gonna-
landing on your sword?
He's gonna be cannonballing.
Ass first, dude. Imagine smacking your tailbone like that.
Against
gonna hurt.
cobblestone.
Horrible, yeah.
Oh my
Okay, I will
God.
tell you, it's okay. Hear me out. It's better than your ankle. It's better than
That's
your
true.
head, and it's
Dude.
better than landing on a sharp blade.
Imagine
true.
you're standing under that. Rock falls through the ceiling, ass first.
Terminal
Die.
velocity Goliath.
Dude, I fell like
Yeah.
10 feet on my ass once. That was awful.
That sounds really
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
Or I landed on my feet, which immediately slipped from underneath me, and then I hit my ass. So it wasn't even like as bad, and it still sucked.
Imagine
Oh,
getting hit by a terminal velocity Goliath.
That's true.
Like you're just it's done. Sorry.
Yep.
Better luck next time,
I've thought
buddy.
about this before with wizards, because I like the idea of meat points, and you just become magically more powerful as you level up. The thought occurred to me that once a wizard hits high enough level, they can be naked and jump out of their tower and crush a guard. It's only 3d6 damage to them.
I guess. And 3d6 does absolutely crush a fucking guard. A one hit die guard.
It's bonkers.
Still different. Well, I mean, that certainly does sound like a plan.
All right, tomorrow night we do it. It's final.
Well,
Okay.
is it final? I don't know. I mean, you can talk me out of it.
I don't know where we're dimension dooring.
The throne.
Okay.
Well, maybe that'll be the next day as we do a little bit more recon and I like try to map out how far I think it would be to D-door in there.
I think we've done enough recon. We just walk in, we grab it, bam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
walk
I'm
out.
sure that'll.
It's just that easy.
Yeah,
There's no way it's more complicated.
yeah. We're not going to get
Frankly,
held personed or something.
If 30
That's
knights
ridiculous.
couldn't stop us, what can?
Two
A single
rune holders.
spellcaster.
Yeah, rune holder, one and or two rune holders.
Priest of Cord.
Yeah,
May or may not be a rune holder.
that would suck.
Okay. So, what's the party gonna do with the rest of their day? Imagine
I'll
as this
do
vision
another.
fades.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
do
Enter
that.
would like go walk by and try to see if there's a way that she could fucking try
Okay.
to work out like how far. If you were standing like a row of houses back, how much dimension dooring you need to do.
I
Okay.
want another clairvoyance, I think, behind the throne room.
Okay. Behind the throne room. Sure. Just directly behind the wall, basically.
Yep.
Sure. You see this.
Hallway. Excellent.
Yeah, I think there might be a... Is there a staircase? No, it's... I guess it's a very skinny storage room.
Oh, you know what? In all this, we forgot that Paco was here.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't think it would affect anything.
Paco's gonna have to stand by. There's no room for him on this trip.
Yeah, he can't ODSD jump like Rock can.
No, you cannot. Maybe Paco. It's probably a bad idea. But if he's like sitting up against
on the
wall,
carpet, they could all three get on the carpet. Rock jumps off, and then it's at a decent speed. With
Well,
Stone and Paco flying down.
I don't know if all three of them can fit on the carpet. The two heaviest party members plus another heavy armor user.
Does he have armor? What does he have?
Yeah, pretty sure.
It's just like chainmail, doesn't he?
Yeah. So
Chainmail's
Paco
heavy.
himself weighs at least 150 probably, and then you add in chainmail
It's like,
and his
60
weapon.
pounds. Chainmail doesn't weigh 60 pounds. It costs
Dude,
60. Maybe it does
He's
weigh
got the
60
horn
pounds.
of goblin kind, man.
Yeah.
Horn of goblin kind?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's a horn that you blow, and then it's like, imagine like a Viking war horn that summons like undead like Valhalla spirits, but
Dude,
they're like
you
from
guys-
Maglubiet.
You guys saw it.
Oh,
It
that's
was,
sick.
we used it when we were in the Darrow dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Did he get 2d4 or 1d4?
No, that was the session when they were both not there. I think.
Oh shit!
How often can you use that?
It's like once a
Once a
week.
day.
Oh,
Or a
Okay,
day.
never mind.
That's awesome.
it's a pretty good item because there's just
So
a bunch of like.
it's the Horn of
spectral-
Valhalla, but it's just like goblin spirits
It's
instead.
also like
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
a
if
little
it's-
bit weaker, yeah.
I don't
Not
know if it's
Berserker stat
racial.
block.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's racial or if it's alignment, but it's
It's
you
racial
gotta
and
be-
alignment.
Oh, you got to be a chaotic evil goblin.
No, you get bonus points for being a hobgoblin. You get bonus points for being evilly aligned, and then you get bonus points if
Lawful
you
evil.
worship Maglubiet. Lawful evil.
Not
Ah.
chaotic.
So
Devout
it's just
Maglubiet.
better if you're like if you match that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Which is
more you
awesome.
match,
Do you have
the more dudes you get.
Do you have Paco blow it since he's goblinoid?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
If you don't match it at all, they turn on you.
Yeah. That happened to
So
somebody else.
you
It was
kind of
pretty fun.
have to. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really fun.
Yeah.
Paco doesn't worship Maglubiet, does he?
It's not
He
devout
might.
of Maglubiet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be like really devout to count. So like a cleric, paladin, or very devout.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's awesome. Paco just never gets to use it basically, so everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
No, Paco uses it. We used it the last opportunity we had.
Yeah, that was true. That was the last time Paco was like with us, and then it was on recharge after that. So.
Recharge duty. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Here's the thing. I like the Horn of Valhalla, but I couldn't use the default Horn of Valhalla because it's way too crazy.
it's ridiculous.
It's so fucking OP.
Man, I remember when we were fighting the guy that we stole that off of, and all of a sudden there's just a billion fucking hobgob ghosts.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Dude, yeah, that was. Dude, wait, wasn't
What does the
that?
Horn of Valhalla do?
It's High Priest Tenko.
Yep.
Oh,
Wasn't
there's
that
different
what?
versions.
That was Joel fucking just going like, And we rolled up to the goblin fort.
Oh yeah.
Did not successfully bluff your way past
Yeah.
the gates.
Not a trained wire.
Should have just had Andrew disguise self, but then she can't speak
Yeah, probably.
Goblin.
Well, now I can, but yeah, it took a little while.
Oh, girl.
Wait, even the weakest one summons 2d4 plus 2 berserkers?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't use that.
That's so funny.
The spectral hobgoblins are a different stat block. They're just 2-hit die goblins.
Because that's like 6 on average, like things with 70 health.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's yeah.
I mean, everything else about them sucks, but still, just like 6 guys with 70 health.
Six
that you
guys
have
with
attacks.
70 health.
Yeah,
Decent
that's
attack.
so much HP that you just threw on the board.
Yeah. So how does the party spend the rest of the day? Is there any other clairvoyances? Any other things?
I
Endra,
believe not.
you said you're gonna like visit or look at it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can work out.
It'll require another disguise self casting.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you walk by the estate. So, getting to that one room.
Mhm.
By the way, how obvious are you being? Can you give me like a performance as you walk past?
Sure.
Yeah, that's reasonable enough. Just pop by.
And even
take
if
a
they
look.
like anybody asks me a question, I'll just be like, "Oh, I've come from far away. I wanted to see the spot. We don't have
Yep.
these back home."
I was just looking for a minus, or for if there's a natural one. So the courtyard is about 250 feet to those guest rooms from the gate. So you got like another 150 feet to work with, so you could be on top of a building or inside a building, across the street from it, and still do it.
Yeah.
It'd get a little
Gotcha.
dubious if you went like one building back more.
Yeah.
Also, without line of sight, you'd have to exactly measure the distance, which is harder than, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. Well, I think that the rest of the day is just going to be this fucking up our sleep schedules so we can get up in like the dead of night to go do this.
Okay.
So yeah, my estimations were like I think that about like 300 to 350 feet would get me like in that main area.
Yeah, if you're within 150 feet of the gate, you should have enough space, probably. Closer you are, the more assured it is. One sec, I was gonna Google something. The fuck was I gonna Google? Oh no. I can't believe I forgot. This shit is killing me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the one soundboard thing I think I added to the server.
Dude, did you guys... I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Don't abuse the
Well, this is-
power too much.
I didn't know.
Quacking good.
Yeah, okay. So, time will pass. Oh, I remember what I was going to Google. So... I guess I'll just ask this question to you guys. Is the new moon like on the night / morning of the night of the 13th, morning of the 14th, or is it on the night of the 14th, morning of the 15th?
I think it's like rolling, right? Because like there's an odd number of days in a year.
Yeah.
And each month has a different number of days, so I
Yeah,
assume
that
it would
too.
move around.
Yeah, but in my setting, I just have it obey the moon cycle.
Other than yeah, it should be new moonish. It should be around new moon time if you just have it obey like a month. I mean, well, we're
Well, it
probably
says-
waning, right?
I'll clarify. It says the ritual's on the 14th, right?
Okay.
So, which either means that is the night of the 13th, morning of the 14th, or it's the night of the 14th, morning of the 15th. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the night of the 14th, morning of the 15th.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah, because that would
Well,
divide.
I mean,
I
our
would
game
put it,
plan
like,
anyway was to go
Closer
in.
to the middle of the month, since like your
Yeah.
average month is 30 days, right?
Yeah,
the
it's
months
like
I have
actually-
are 28 days.
Oh, well, then it would be.
So,
It'd still be the night of the 14th. That'd still be like the halfway point.
morning of the 15th.
Because
Yeah.
you'd have,
Okay. So, you guys
because you still have the
chill.
night on like the 28th or whatever. So it's still like the halfway point. That is still the 14th night.
Guys chill
Yes, we'll
for
do-
the
it'll be
rest.
14th night and the morning of the 15th, which would be the dead center.
You guys chill until nighttime and then sleep this night and you're going to do it next night? Or are you trying to like squeeze
Assuming
it?
that like right now is the 12th, then yes, we are waiting until
The night of the 13th, morning of the 14th.
the night of the 13th. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you do on the 13th day? Also, dawn passes uneventfully.
I have one curious question.
Sure.
This is mostly for how long is this combat gonna take?
If there's combat.
It depends on the goal of the combat. If you're just like
Sean?
grabbing the case.
We are jumping through a roof.
You don't know that. No, if we get the daggers and we get
If we
out
can
of
grab
there,
the daggers and teleport out, it'll take like 10 seconds. But I have a feeling that might not happen. That way.
That's
Might be a
the
little
thing.
more complicated.
I don't. I don't have like an hour and a half.
well, look, okay, so we can either stop now and then pick up and execute the plan immediately when we get into the section next time, or we could do the plan now, but then if there's combat, end, like when we roll initiative.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which one do you want to?
I'm down for either.
I say do just if we initiate combat, we continue next session. But if we can get in and out,
Okay.
then we don't have to.
Well,
worry.
I kind of feel like
If
I don't know. I feel like that there's a
I'm-
decent chance we need to fucking smash a cult member no matter what. Quite frankly.
You're
right.
probably right.
If I may weigh in, I do have a math assignment due tonight, so I wouldn't mind.
So
just
yeah, if we want to just execute plan first thing next session, that way, it's
Yeah, sure.
like
Yeah, I mean that works for me. I'm down. It'll be fun to
It's,
just ODST drop into a session too.
yeah. That way, we know exactly what we're doing at the beginning of next session. We don't have to dilly dally around.
Yep.
We're just okay. We're smash and grab, and then potentially falling through a roof.
Yeah, I'm down.
So yeah,
Works out for everybody.
that works for me.
Okay.
Work.
Works for me as well. We could just do some post-session talk right now. Why not?
I'm
how-
excited to fucking ODST drop.
Yeah.
Do you expect us to die?
I don't think so.
Look, is it rated on a scale of worse or the same as the Darrow Fort?
Well, the Darrow 4 is like 10 out of 10 lethality, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'd have to like carefully analyze the stat blocks because I kind of just made them, without thinking too much. I think.
Oh no! Don't do that. Just throw your stat
throw your
block
gut
at your
feeling.
party without any play testing. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I almost
Uh-huh.
killed them.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, I mean, I almost sent a demon to the Queen of a Nation, so I mean that would have.
That was fucking.
Oh,
like,
that would have been. Actually,
You
it's a
literally-
devil.
Whatever.
He failed you failed the check by 1 on
Yep.
him.
Oh, that would have been
Fucking
so
suck.
sick.
Like literally, like he was just strong enough to resist your grip. And that would have been. It's funny though, because I look back at it now. Like you wouldn't have
Wouldn't have my cool mace.
you wouldn't have your cool mace. And you Drawdy wouldn't have his spell breaking gauntlets.
No, the spellbreaking gauntlets.
Oh,
I
that
thought
was
we
on the
found
corpse.
those.
That was on the corpse.
That was on.
You're right.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
on
on
like
the
a
adventurer's
room.
corpse. There was one.
No, but
there
he
was
had
another
boots or
item.
something.
The boots of Striden's bringing.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
boots.
They're very not good in Baldur's Gate, though.
Weird.
What do they do in Baldur's Gate?
I don't remember, but I just remember reading it because they changed it, and that's not as good.
What do
I
they do
think-
in regular D&D?
If
just
you
increase
don't
your-
have 30 feet of movement, they give you 30 feet of
Yeah,
movement.
you
and
can't
they
have less
increase
than
your-
30 feet of movement.
They
They
Something like
increase
that.
your long and standing jump.
The only thing they do in Baldur's Gate, I think, is no difficult terrain when you dash.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what
It's
it
so
is.
bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it does sound like dog shit. In second edition,
I mean,
they're a little
well-
bit better because you can jump. You have more movement to work with, so you can fully benefit from the increased jump distance.
Mhm.
I think they also had like a disengage jump that you could do for free, but there's a small chance that you'd get stunned by it based on your dexterity.
Damn.
But the bearer that I saw, the bearer of the springing and striding boots, they had a ring of free action, so they were immune to the stun. So they could just do it whenever they wanted.
Dude, 2 items are so crazy. It's
Yeah,
so
they're
funny.
awesome.
Okay, Baldur's Gate doesn't have boots of striding and springing, but it has boots of just striding.
That's what I'm probably thinking.
And when you cast a spell that requires concentration,
That's
you
what
gain,
it is. It's
you
horrible.
gain momentum, which is just like extra movement speed. It's like 10 feet. And then
Wow.
while you're concentrating, you cannot be pushed or knocked prone.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not that
part's
bad,
kinda
actually.
fun. Yeah, that part's pretty decent.
I mean,
Alright.
plus 10 feet while you're.
It's not kind of like a
concentrating is
wizard,
not
but if you're like a
terrible.
paladin or like a ranger,
It's just the turn you cast the concentration.
Oh, really? Okay.
No,
It's
that's
10
dog
feet,
shit.
Yeah.
yeah, they're on.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate has a lot of weird, like, hyper-specific items.
Yeah, well, because it's a fucking video.
Because it's a video game, so they can get away with it. Like, you would
Yeah.
never, like, run... Like, the momentum helmet, where it's like, you get momentum for the first 3 turns of combat. Like, no one would keep
I
track of
mean,
that.
yeah, that's a little bit better than boots.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
Alpha
helmet-
striking
that helmet's
is
pretty
more
good.
useful than, you know.
This is true.
So, you guys felt good about the session? There's a lot of just scrying and stuff.
Planning, but I mean, I don't know.
Planning, yeah.
Yeah, what else are we gonna do? I feel like
I'm
that's
used to
kinda-
it.
Yeah, needed.
I played
Actually-
Divination Wizard in my other
Yeah.
campaign, so...
I got the divination paladin, who's not really divination, but the paladin just gets enough divination things to, you know.
Yeah. So it's a classic standard D&D session for.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's just kind of how these things go. Is that there's a planning session and then there's an execution session.
Yeah, and then, like, after a dungeon, there's always, like, an exposition, like, talk to NPC session.
Yeah, like identify
That's
your
just how it
items. blah,
goes.
blah, blah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of the back and forth of like, oh, this one's fucking crazy. This one's like chill. This one's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
This
no,
one's
I
chill.
enjoyed the session
You
too.
know, you know, manipulate and steal magic items and gems from a shop.
Do
Oh,
you
I forgot
feel-
we did that in our planning session.
You feel you got-
that was the NPC thing, and you guys just like, oh, you followed the sketchy looking guy, and then you broke into his thing, and then made your imps go crazy.
And we made out like bandits. Like, we got so much money from that random encounter that we just happened.
yeah.
Base.
I was thinking
Because stealing is free.
Like, so yeah, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
it's great.
I was
It's
like,
really
oh yeah,
lucrative.
I was like, Sean goes in the bar. He'll talk to the barkeeper and be like, hey, I want to buy some items, and he would take him to the back. And he was like, no, Nathaniel's going to sneak in and they're going to steal. And I was like, that your party is becoming just progressively more evil.
Well, look, I don't think there was ever really that much of a up in the air with Caius, but you know.
No, Caius definitely is problematic.
Chaotic
And-
evil.
Yeah, Caius is a problem. Umag does not care.
Poor Zartok, dude.
Zartok is just a good guy who's like in
He was
the
just
bad
stuck
crowd.
with these criminals, and he's like, "Well,
And then
Yeah, I guess I'm
Amon is
here.
like, oh, I can gain power from this? Hmm.
yeah." I try to justify it as like greater good, but at the end of the day, he's just power hungry,
You know, he's a power hungry little fucking greedy boy.
little greedy wizard.
No, he is the definition of like the stereotypical human, which is like greedy and like power
Ambitious, a little
Yeah.
over ambitious. Yeah,
Good traits.
he's the guy who like does a magic experiment, like trying to do something crazy, and then kills himself in like his 50s.
Why wait until then?
Yeah, you're right.
Get killed by a dragon.
Gets high enough level, he can do that multiple times in his lifetime.
Yeah.
Just simulacrum tests
Yep.
shit on his simulacrum.
I was
Mhm.
thinking of the clone spell.
Yeah, I was
Die to the experiment. Respawn.
Pop back up. Scratch it off the big chalkboard.
Fail.
Yeah. It's a big no.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. So thank
Okay.
you very much for playing.
I can't wait to see how wrong our planning
can't
was.
Yeah, this
can't
plan
wait.
just seems so simple, and I know it can't be that simple. And
can't
it's
I don't
gonna-
know. Well,
I
that's the
can't wait
thing.
to
Is I feel
cannonball
like that the
through.
expected thing is to maybe just, you know, go in, kill occult people, fight them, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. I feel like that there is a potential that we do alpha strike this and just catch them with their pants down, and they're just not expecting us to like know as much as we do. But I don't know.
It'll be interesting, I'm sure.
Well, you
I'm
did
sure
show the list to the guards. Didn't
Yeah,
you?
that's true.
So if
Yeah,
this
but like
guy
I don't know.
is
He
a
doesn't
motherfucker-
fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that random guard just might be like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It was a knight, pretty sure.
Okay, still.
It
But
was like the most competent knight. Showed it to
Yeah,
me.
he seemed like he was taking our complaint seriously.
yeah, true.
He seemed like he was, he was memorizing it. He was thinking about it.
Yeah, but it's just like, look, bro, I'm a knight. I'm not where the buck stops. Right.
Look, we just need the buck to stop for one night.
Yeah.
Oh, see, maybe somebody should learn like animate dead, and we can just go around false flagging people.
False
Yeah.
flagging?
Yeah, so we animate dead and say, "Oh, he did it." He's obviously part of the cult, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" and then we show up and do it.
Dude, animate that's good.
Just be like, I didn't do that. Those guys did that.
Mm-hmm.
Be a big old
What do you
argument.
mean? We can't do that.
Yeah, I am a cleric of Arcadia. I could never.
Wow.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's like we found like an item that just lets like rock animate dead or something like that.
Dude, you guys did find an item that let you animate dead. You guys
That's
destroyed
true.
it.
We destroyed it. Yeah. Well, you know.
It was an
which
awesome
item was that?
bone rod. It was a custom one.
Yeah.
It like you summon like a CR 1/2 undead for free once per day with no concentration, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So like the dude
was a long
was
time
gonna
ago,
use
though.
it to have like a skeletal warhorse if he didn't get too alpha striked and just ride out of there.
Yeah.
But didn't work out.
I'm sorry. I have to play the evil, please.
Yeah.
It's a life cleric.
It's
He
true.
believes in life, not the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It's the first
Oh,
time the
God.
party got a set of evil robes.
We did give him a Tobin.
Yeah. It's a different.
Robes aren't evil. Come on.
Well, they're necromancer robes.
Well. Yeah,
Evil
well,
themed
they're not the
robes.
necromancer robes that Rock is wearing.
Yeah, Rock's
'Cause
got
those
better,
are part of the
better
city.
ones.
What do
Yeah,
those do?
more
Is it
evil.
like a mage armor built in?
Yeah, it's like permanent
It's
mage
permanent
armor.
mage armor +1.
I
Yeah.
prefer
No,
to
permanent
call
plate,
it,
mage armor, or +1. Not
I
both.
prefer to call them thrifted robes.
Did you guys get anything else from the...
The vampires? Was that
Yeah.
where we got that, Rock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got that book that had a bunch of shit in it, but we burned like half the pages.
Yeah, but that was spells for Tobin, who is currently just chilling in Drellis.
No. I think
Yeah.
we're still hanging on to like monk books from the.
Yeah.
They're not in my inventory.
I
Maybe
have
if they're
one
at the
of them.
estate. Okay. But no, from the vampires, I don't know if there was anything else we got because we got Life Drinker, but we lost it.
Oh, yeah, that was the big item we got from there.
Yeah.
Life Drinker. It's a good bow. Well, it was a very evil bow, but it's very powerful.
Also a very good bow.
Yeah. Good at bowing things.
There was like a hand crossbow I found in Baldur's Gate that like all of its damage was force damage,
That's good.
Whoa.
but it could also cast like once per day. It could cast like a level 2 magic missile.
I
That's a
started
really
up.
cool bow.
Oh, dude, I found the best item in that game. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a magic missile amulet that lets you cast magic missile once per day, and every time you cast magic missile, it just adds an extra missile.
Oh,
That's
Yeah, that's
cool.
insane.
That's
The best-
so good.
the
Dude.
best item I found by far is these battle mage gloves or some shit. -5 to hit or spell to hit for an additional 1d8 damage.
Good lord.
So like scorching, a level 6 scorching ray is like an additional fucking 8d8 or whatever.
Holy shit!
But -5 to hit, right?
on each
Sure,
one,
but
yeah.
also like you have like
like 6 of them going out. Yeah.
your
and you-
staff is giving you like +1, your gloves, your cape, your robes are giving you like +2 to fucking hit. There's
Ah.
there's
There's
a
a lot of
weave
those that do
set.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so you make up for it and have like 95% chance to hit everything.
And then you just blast.
hmm
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Dude, I put Great Weapon Master feat on like all my marshals.
I put Sentinel on Lae'zel, and then I put Great Weapon Master on Karlach.
I put Great Weapon Master on Lae'zel and Karlach, and then I put Sharpshooter on Astari. I just have all of the.
See, I just want the stats.
Ones.
I just want to hit.
Do you guys know much about the endings? Do you guys know how?
No,
it
I know
ends?
nothing.
I
I'm
know a
gonna go.
little bit.
I'm
I've
gonna
spoiled
go.
Okay,
myself.
Cedar.
You spoiled yourself.
Sweet.
Not like completely, but